So it has been over 8 months since the end of last year when Tory Lanez was found guilty in the case against Megan Thee Stallion. And now just yesterday night, we discovered that he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Obviously, some people saw this as a major L for him, but actually this is less than half of the amount of time that he was facing for these several charges. This was of course a very polarizing topic for the last 3 years. I do think in my analysis of the situation, I did favor Tory a little bit too much. And even when the verdict came out, I thought, and still honestly do think, that there is much more to the situation than the public will ever know. Based on the information that was coming out, the DNA on the gun was apparently inconclusive. Originally, Megan said she had stepped on glass when she talked to the police. She had also gone on a Gayle King interview and lied about the extent of their relationship.
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
The best friend Kelsey, who was heavily involved in this situation, was making diss tracks against her, saying that she had lied.
Who I'm taking shots at? Bitch, I'm busting you. I'm talking to that same bitch that crashed that boat on 42. It's a shame we're here today. Truth be told, it's cause of you.
And Tory was really spinning this narrative that this was all about him becoming an independent artist and the industry basically wanting to get him out of here.
When this whole debacle, or whatever you call it, came about, the whole time it's like she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information. Do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated for something that I did not do? 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement.
And based on this information, as well as a couple of other testimonies, I really did think that Tory was either going to be found innocent, or that there would not be enough evidence to say that he 100% did it. Almost like a review in the NFL, sometimes the call isn't exactly right, but there's really not enough evidence to overturn it. I still remember the day it all went down was a media storm, and his father was going crazy outside the courtroom. And even now, people are obviously upset with this verdict, and I really do think this case was really just the nature of the beast, aka the internet taking over. This whole thing became very public, and now we are here today over 3 years since the incident, and Tory will be behind bars until he is nearly 40 years old. At the sentencing yesterday, Tory said that Meg was someone he still cares dearly for till this day, which I think is a whole bunch of BS, but I guess at this point he's going to try and take the remorseful route, something that probably would have been in his best interest for him to do from the start. Like at this point, I think it's just too little too late. And they did note that part of this prosecution and the sentencing apparently did have to do with him speaking out on social media about the situation throughout the last 3 years. And they basically said that he went on this campaign to try and sway the general public away from Megan and into his favor. And all these things were taken into account when giving him these 10 years. And in concluding this video, I also wanted to show you guys this jail phone call that went on between Tory Lanez and the best friend Kelsey. Obviously, like I said, she was heavily involved in this situation. She was really the only other person involved. And people felt that she was essentially the only other person that could have committed the crime that night. There were reports that the two women were fighting in the street. I mean, the whole thing is very muddy. But once this phone call came out about a week after he was found guilty, I feel like that really put the final nail in his coffin. And after hearing this, I think a lot of people can understand how the jury came to this unanimous decision.
Monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Yeah.
Y'all got out safe and everything?
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything, y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh, Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass.
So right there, he says, oh, I was so drunk, I was so intoxicated, I didn't even know what was going on. Obviously, the tone in his voice is very remorseful. Her, on the other hand, she doesn't sound like she might potentially get in trouble for anything here. And to me, she almost has the tone in her voice like maybe she either doesn't want to say too much because she knows he's calling from a jail cell, or she really was not that interested in hearing what he had to say. From here, the phone call just gets much worse for Tory.
I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
So he's apologizing for something. He never says exactly what he did. Like, I don't even know why he would think to make this phone call from jail. Just doing that in itself was pretty stupid. And this has to be one of the core pieces of evidence that got him convicted.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, Shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't in there with niggas.
And it is crazy to hear him say that little tidbit at the end. That basically when he got to Kylie Jenner's house that night, for those of you that don't remember, this all went down after a Kylie Jenner pool party. He said they were feeding him 5 shots. Apparently he was trying to mess with Kylie in the pool. And it's just crazy that, you know, none of this would have happened. Their careers would have gone on. I mean, I'm sure Tory would have seen much success. And also Megan would probably be on a whole nother level right now if they just had not accepted the invitation into the Kardashian home. Tory is someone who I find to be very talented. I still listen to his music till this day. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be a pretty old man the next time we hear the newest Tory Lanez single. In general, this is one of the crazier situations we've seen between 2 celebrities in quite some time. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this all down below. I'm sure a lot of you guys might still think Tory is innocent. I'm sure some of you guys are riding with Megan Thee Stallion. But at the end of the day, the only people that really 100% know what went down that night are the ones who were actually involved. But for now, this is kind of the conclusion to this situation. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching the video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some of the drama out here needs to be covered. So I'm out. Peace!